Strength of art is its ability to kind of simultaneously, I think, occupy many spaces. It has the ability to go back in time and yet go into the future and yet be in the present. Hi, my name is Martand Khosla. I am an artist and an architect based in New Delhi. The architectural practice allows me to remain quite embedded literally within the city by actually practicing in it. And the art practice kind of allows for more conceptual thinkings around the city. When I started my architectural practice, it would have been around 2002. And I found that I was practicing building, but I wasn't practicing within the city. So the limits of my zone of practice was the site that had been given to us. So there's a great desire to kind of sort of talk about what is happening around. And some of that desire to sort of engage with the city first started off with a little bit of writing. There was just a kind of spontaneous moment where I was making a lot of drawings, and it started off with paintings. Some of the paintings that you see around here are very much about like talking about the city in turmoil, right? Like it's got this sort of sense of like how it's collapsing and re-emerging and altering itself. Processes of like change are quite violent, yet there is an elegance, I think, that sort of emerges out of the form of that. In a more traditional sort of sense of understanding of architecture, of course, it is about it's in a sense you're providing a service. Whereas when I'm in sculptural space, those limits don't remain. You know, I was always very keen on not moving towards the digital aspects of architecture. It was very analog for me, so I learned Japanese wood carpentry in Japan. I learned to weld. I was working with paper. So it's the tactile aspect of actually making has been very much a part of my, not just my education, but it's something that has continued even now. One of the limits that I have set to myself are very much that I want to try and build with architectural materials. So in terms of like the audience or the viewer, like going away with something, maybe if I made them think about something differently, then that's kind of successful.